Sadie and Olivia here.
Back again for another Facebook Live.
A little afternoon coffee pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're needing that pickup, go grab your coffee.
Yes.
And then we'll talk about...
Oh, the elephant.
In the room. Maybe it's not even an elephant because everybody's talking about it.
But it is. I think on everybody's minds. Yes. The government shutdown.
Yes. So the government shutdown. We are not going political here.
No, we have a lot of facts.
We're talking about real estate effects.
Specifically real estate. I think we all know it affects a lot of people.
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But we're going to focus on real estate.
And how it's affecting people, but also some things that are still up and running and that it's not affecting that we know of.
Yeah.
That even kind of surprised us that might be informative for people of things that are still...
It's really, like we were just talking about the other day, and we didn't even take that in our notes, but like our HUD houses that are for sale, those are still selling.
Somehow they're still working, which we're shocked about.
And did you even get a price reduction on one today?
I did,
so somebody has to, like a real human has to be doing that. It's not like it's just computerized.
Yep.
So, but that makes money for the government too. So
it does.
That makes a difference. I don't know.
Because they're receiving money, they can make that happen.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So, I think our biggest one, and I think a lot of people already know that is affecting our real estate market right here in Riverton, especially Fremont County, is rural development. So, rural development is shut down. Those employees are furloughed. They are not at work. They are not getting to help us. And those loans will not be closing anytime soon if the government doesn't.
Truly like at a standstill. I have a deal right now and their lender, he's been great. He's still, we're moving forward with inspections. He ordered the appraisal. But literally nothing can happen on their loan in the means of closing. Like once we have all that, they are just at a standstill.
It just has to sit and wait for the processor that approves it for rural development to get to come back to work. And the funding to be approved.
Yeah.
So actually we have a few of our deals that are under contract are rural development, and we're just kind of going, okay everybody, this closing date is
projected,
but we really don't know because we don't know when the shutdown will stop.
And the biggest thing too is even once they get back in, it's going to take them a lot of time to get caught up. It's not like they can open tomorrow and approve our loans. It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
To even get things rolling again.
It's kind of
we do a lot of RD loans around here. Those are our no down payment. A lot of people can qualify for them. Mm-hmm. We do a lot.
Well, and the RD guaranteed, but also the RD direct. I have an RD direct under contract too.
Yep, directly through rural development.
That one's even more at a standstill.
Yeah.
Because she can't even get her pre-qual letter because the people that send the pre-qual letter. Which then that leads me and it makes me think about our furloughed employees. If they want to buy a house right now, they can't get their pay stubs. And of course, they're furloughed. So then that makes them getting financing, or if they were about to close a loan, it can be a problem for that as well. Yep. So that's kind of like, you just don't think about that stuff unless you're
and how far into
that
it
guy
goes. Yeah, well, we just do so many RD loans around here, or the HUD 184 loans. Those are for Native Americans, a government Native American program. Stand still, nothing happening there. FSA loans with farm services. Nothing happening there.
Yes, they are accepting payments. If you have an FSA loan, I learned that from Brooke the other day.
They'll take your money.
Yes,
but they don't want to give out any money right now. We know how that's working.
Oh, crazy.
And then on FHA, that's one that we were surprised actually talking to some local lenders around here that is not being affected.
Mm-hmm. They're moving forward.
FHA is okay, except unless you need an exception. So they need to manually underwrite it. You have something a little weird that somebody needs to approve. A modification with your FHA loan. Yeah. Nothing's happening there because there's no human at the government to make that FHA loan.
Because apparently like the case numbers and stuff are kind of automated through computer programs.
So if you meet all those requirements, you're okay.
But if you're difficult, probably those self-employed people like us, problems.
That would be fun. That's the joys.
Yes.
A few things that are still going, like you said, the FHA loans, which we were really shocked about. We didn't think that those would be happening. Flood insurance, there's no delays or any issues there, which is good because
that would be most of our loans.
Most loans, even conventional, need flood certifications. Tax transcripts they can still get and check, which is huge. You know, when you guys are filling out your loan apps, they're always pulling back a couple years or making sure they can get those.
To confirm your
and then also
income.
Social Security validation. Those are still happening as well, so which is great. So if you do have a conventional loan, FHA loan, VA loan, a lot of that stuff can still be moving.
Yep.
It's not affecting absolutely everything, thank goodness.
Yes,
That would be rough.
Yeah, it's enough. It's already pretty rough. And actually, I was thinking about, you know how we had that multiple offer situation on that house we had recently?
Yep.
If that buyer had been rural development, they would have been at, any of those buyers in those multiple offer situations would have been at such a disadvantage.
Yeah, and not even their
Don't
fault. I
even
mean,
think
they've done
about
what
it.
they needed to do. They're qualified.
Yeah.
They have everything to their lender, but the lender's hands are tied. There's
Right.
nothing they could do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
true
I mean, it's just
disadvantage.
so minimal, and so it's one of those things. I guess hopefully
that's kind of what
it comes back up.
Looked into too, that they're saying nationwide is affecting, is it's affecting buyers everywhere. I mean, they just think, well, if I can't buy now, or if there's nothing I can do, they're not looking, they're delaying buying, kind of affects the whole economy.
First quarter economy completely, which is really kind of an interesting thing. For
Something
sure.
else that we didn't think of that we found too is lenders are having to pay for and eat lock extensions on interest rates, because when they lock that rate, it had a closing date, RD or somebody's not around to make that happen, they can't meet it, and then they've already locked their buyers into that percentage and rates have gone up, so they're having to extend again.
Which means the people who change rates are still working. Hadn't
Yep.
thought about that.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Funny how that, but another person it's affecting.
Yeah.
Even this was another one, tax refunds. They said they're going out, but they're concerned about not having enough funds for those to go out, so those could possibly be delayed or less or something for the moment.
And then one of the things I didn't think about with tax refunds, because I thought, well, if we're shut down, how are we paying them?
Yep.
I don't get one usually, so I guess I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But it affects the economy as a whole, because that money that goes out gets spent usually fairly quickly.
Yep.
And so we were reading that that's going to potentially have a long-term effect on how the economy sits for the
Yeah, everything.
year.
I mean, houses, some people we know have used them for a down or
Cars.
whatever. That's what I say. Vehicles, but even everything. I mean, how many people? That's when they, were able to get the new TVs or new furniture or
Which
improve
stimulates
their homes.
all
or
of the economy.
everybody, and even
affects
local. I
everyone.
mean, new flooring. Like I said,
locally.
furniture, all that. Going out to
Yep.
eat, even. Maybe that's when people have the funds for that kind of thing. It's kind of crazy
Yeah.
how much
Yeah,
that all
so
affects.
really a different effect than you think about for people
Yeah.
who aren't necessarily working for the government. And the other thing I read is the independent contractors who are working for the government are also stopping. And what's interesting is they're not going to get back pay like some of the furloughed employees hopefully will.
That makes
because,
sense. They're independent.
Yeah, they're independent contractors, and so those people are really in a bind as well, because they can't even at least feel like they'll catch up later.
Yep.
So,
That makes sense.
yeah.
So definitely a lot going on. Like we said, there are some positives. Some programs are still moving. Definitely, if you're thinking of buying right now, there's good options out there. And even like I said, even with RD, they can do everything. You're just in
They don't
hurry
have
up
it
and
ready.
wait mode. So
Yeah.
we're still doing all we can. And
We put
moving
an
along on
RD
some
one
things.
under contract today. We'll just see when it really closes.
Yep, but
Yeah,
being informed is a lot of it. So if you guys have questions, definitely let us know. We're
Yeah.
happy to talk with you,
If we
tell you
don't
where
know the
things are at.
answers, we'll tell you who does.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
If you guys have questions, let us know, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.